Another thing that brings peace and tranquility upon the believer, these are from the medicine of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam that he mentioned, is something known as at-talbina. At-talbina. Have you heard of it before? At-talbina. It's been mentioned in the hadith. It is something to consume. It's mentioned in the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. It's found in Sahih al-Bukhari. Aisha radiyallahu anha, she says that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, التلبينة مجمة لفؤاد المريض وتذهب ببعض الحزن. يعني there's a story here. Aisha radiyallahu anha, she says, whenever one of her relatives died, if someone was to die, the woman would assemble. They would gather together, عظم الله أجركم, they would give condolences, then they would disperse, everyone would go, except her relatives and close friends. And she would order for a pot of talbina to be cooked. There is this thing called a talbina, and it's cooked. I'll tell you what it is and how it's cooked. She will order for talbina to be cooked. Then a tharid would be prepared. A tharid is a popular dish at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. There is bread in the bottom of the pan, and then there's meat on top of it. Meat and bread. That's what they would eat. Then she would get this talbina and she would pour it on top of the food. And she would say, eat from this food, eat from this talbina. For I heard the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam say that at-talbina soothes the heart of the patient, of the sick, and relieves him from some of his sadness and his worry and his depression. This is a prophetic remedy, at-talbina. What is at-talbina? It's mentioned as a therapy for people that are experiencing bad emotion, depression, anxiety, stress, whatever it is. At-talbina, it comes from the word laban. Laban means yogurt. Because at-talbina, the end result of it, it's a dish that has the same color and consistency and thickness as yogurt. So basically what it is, it's barley flour. You know, barley flour? It's 2 spoonfuls of barley flour mixed with 2 cups of milk and some honey for a sweet taste. And it's cooked over a low fire until it's warm. And then you eat it as it is, or pour it on top of the food and eat it. And it relaxes the heart. Oh, subhanallah, I did some research on this hadith to find exactly how is this related to depression. And I found an incredible relationship, and that is that at-talbina, which is barley flour, it is very high in magnesium, very high in magnesium. And people that are depressed, often, their magnesium levels are low. So you need a boost in magnesium levels. Wat-talbina is a source that is high in magnesium. I'm not a doctor, don't take your information in that regard, and I'm not trying to bring this around. But we're sharing a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam in light of current medical studies that I find useful and beneficial before me. So I share this as a point. For if you find that this anxiety and this stress and this depression is really increasing in you, do a talbina. Go and cook yourself some talbina and eat it. And of course, this is only a means. We rely upon Allah Azza wa Jal to give us shifa.